Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Motherfucking Empowerment. Here we talk about consciousness, spiritual laws, and how to reach your fucking dreams. All right, today we're going to talk about The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shin. And literally, The Game of Life and How to Play It. We're going to talk about Chapter 7, Love. So it's going to be a good one. Love is so powerful. Let me read the last part of what she says because it'll give us an understanding of what this chapter is about. Quote, perfect love casteth out fear. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. And love is the fulfilling of the law. Okay. Before we get started, ask yourself, am I ready to learn and apply? If you're not ready to learn and apply, do not continue watching. Number 2, am I ready to be the highest version of myself? Okay, the best version of myself. Okay, the best version is the highest version of yourself. If you said yes, continue on. If you said no, do not do it. Okay, do not do it. You'll get glimpses of the highest version of yourselves. They'll come to you as desires. Desires, you're like, oh, that's too good to be true. Like, you know what I mean? Like this tat on my face. I was all like, I want to get a tat right there. But then fear came into my mind. Fear comes into your mind. Like, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Da 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 da. But understanding these laws of the universe and how the mind works and how it is done unto you as you believe, then you can maneuver and overcome fear, okay? Because again, like the quote said, he that feareth is not made in perfect love. If you fear, you are not in touch with a divine mind, which is love. The universe is love and beauty and perfection, because the only problems and errors that happen are in the physical. In divine mind, everything is just is. It's perfect. It's heaven. And you can create that, okay? You can create that state. So like Jesus, Florence Scovel Shin, Neville Goddard. I don't know much about Thomas Troy's life, but I know Neville Goddard lived this way. He lived in the divine or the fourth dimension where everything is perfect. Because when he would manifest things, he would assume it already. Abdullah lived in this place. I want to say Thomas Troy, but Thomas Troy was so analytical. He gave us the information, but I haven't read a part where he was like, hey, I did this and I was living this way. But Abdullah would tell Neville Goddard, you went to Barbados first class, okay? And you're in Barbados. Because he was, hey, Abdullah, I haven't got my, nothing's happening. I haven't got a ticket. I haven't got any money to get a ticket to go to Barbados, his home. Because he's originally from Barbados. And he's like, you went first class and you are in Barbados, and he'll shut the fucking door. Bam. So back in the day, there's different ways, right? That's him present day saying, shut the fuck up. You're in Barbados and you went first class. And then he would get in his fucking car and fucking dip out. Like fucking with the wheels, like fucking burning out. I could just see Abdullah like, like a little like a black Ethiopian like guy just in a Mustang. And looking at, hey, you went first class and you're in Barbados. Just to make a statement. Okay? That's how I would be present. Just so you can get an image of it. Now, he was living in the fourth dimension where everything is perfect, where you have your manifestation, okay? So I'm going to go over 3 quotes or 3 stories because this is it's a long chapter. These chapters are long, okay? That's why these are going to be a little bit shorter now. All right, now that you're ready, and those of you who are here, those of you who are not. If you're still here and you haven't made the choice to learn and apply and be the highest version of yourself, get out. Whoop. All right. Quote, pure, unselfish love draws to itself its own. It does not seek or demand. Scarcely anyone has the faintest conception of real love. Man is selfish, tyrannical, or fearful in his affections, thereby losing the thing that he loves. Jealousy is the worst enemy of love, where the imagination runs riot, seeing the loved one attracted to another. And invariably, these fears objectify if they are not neutralized. Okay, so here we can talk about how do we neutralize the fear to get into the vibration of love. And here's a quote for love. Okay, I'm going to show this quote. And this is a story about, this quote comes from about a story of a woman who is resenting her former husband or boyfriend. She quotes this. She tells her this, quote, you can never receive what you have never given. Give a perfect love and you will receive a perfect love. And a perfect love is unselfish, okay? It's unselfish. It doesn't demand anything in return. So this is what Florence says, quote, give him a perfect, unselfish love, demanding nothing in return. Do not criticize or condemn, and bless him wherever he is. And then she says this, no, I won't bless him unless I know where he is. I'm like, what the? Like, even to me, it was kind of like shocking. Now at my level of understanding. And she wrote, well, that is not real love. Obviously, it's not real love. So people who are always manifesting specific fucking people, you're fucking stupid. Because you must ask for the divine plan, the divine partner, okay? And you're not perfecting yourself on this person because selfless love, right? You love somebody for nothing in return. That's selfless, not selfish. You're like, oh, I want your love, I want your love. Specific demands of a partner is selfish. Because you don't know if that's the divine plan. You don't know, you do not know. You may like them, but you don't know if it's the divine selection, okay? So she tells us that every man, every person, even a person who is making you angry, is teaching you a lesson, especially this lesson right here. Quote, the woman's lover was teaching her selfless love, which every man sooner or later must learn. Okay? And here's another one of being ungrateful. Here's a story of being ungrateful. You're having love, but you're not grateful for it. A woman was married to a man, and they separated because she would constantly say, I don't care about being married. She had a perfect marriage, and she was ungrateful for it. So he divorced her. Okay? He divorced her. When a woman becomes indifferent or critical, or a husband, and ceases to be an inspiration to her husband, he misses the stimulus of their early relationship and is restless and unhappy. Okay? Here's a story. I don't know why Florence shows a story about a man who was like given a reading in numbers, and he ended up kind of falling for it. But he told her, like, you're perfect and divine man, and success and prosperity is planned for you by infinite intelligence. And he ended up being successful, but oh, okay, yeah. You can't have money if you despise it. And so he was believing that, he wasn't supposed to have money. And he was saying that as you say it, as you affirm it, just like the wife who didn't appreciate her husband and then got divorced, because she just said, I didn't care about my husband, I don't care about being married. She had a perfect marriage. If you don't appreciate money and you say the opposite, like it means nothing to me, I don't care about it, then it's not going to be coming to you, because you're affirming that. You're being indifferent versus, I love money, I'm grateful for money, I appreciate money, money is amazing, money's always in my life. You see the different vibration? And I'm just saying these words, are not putting much energy into it, but as I say it, the energy begins to add up. That's why you gotta wind yourself up. That's what she says. When you do your affirmation, you could wind yourself up like a Victrola, like move and dance and just say them over and over again, and it begins to give you the that vibration of it. So you begin to impress your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is everywhere. It's in your body. It's all across time and space. It's a non-physical thing, but as you begin to say things over and over again, you begin to impress it, and things start coming into your life. Oh, okay. Here's something about lot about fearlessly giving out money. Quote: as we said, appreciate money. Money is God in manifestation, as freedom from want and limitation. But okay, so money is the manifestation of freedom of want and limitation. Okay, money is the manifestation of freedom from want and limitation. Okay, now I'm gonna continue. But it must be always kept in circulation and put to right uses. Hoarding and saving react with grim vengeance. Hoarding and saving react with grim vengeance. This does not mean that man should not have houses and lots, stocks and bonds, right? These are investments. For the barns of the righteous man shall be full. It means that you should not hoard even the principal if an occasion arises when money is necessary. And letting go out fearlessly and cheerfully, he opens the way for more to come in. For God is man's unfailing and inexhaustible supply. Okay, we're going back to not feeling fear. Okay, that's the main idea, not feeling fear. If an occasion arises to spend money, you spend it fearlessly. Okay, but again, she's saying it doesn't mean that you should not have stocks and bonds, investments, things, homes. A home is an investment. It's always been considered an investment in a way that you can sell the home. Okay, if you have the money just to buy it right now, and then hold it, right? Hold it and sell it in a few years, and it'll kind of like double. These homes that are near my apartment, they used to be like 900,000 5 years ago. Now they're 1.7. So if I had bought it, I'm already made maybe like close to half, almost half of what I put in. I would have got it 5 years later. Okay, 1.7, 900,000, 800,000. But if you're just paying it off, like for 30 years, and you have interest on it, that's not an investment. Okay, I'm just want to share that because that's something that's been clicking in my mind. Some people they get a loan and then they sell it with the idea of selling it, not buying it to keep it. They're holding it so they can sell it. Okay. All right, so I digress. So many ideas coming to me now. That's all I'm gonna share. So you can rent out on an apartment complex. If you want to buy a home, first rent out an apartment complex, a 3-unit duplex or a 4-plex, and then have a few of them. And as you have those, you're gonna sell them. You're not gonna keep them. You're gonna sell them and just keep reinvesting it. And the money that you get, then you can rent a home. You just rent a home. You can live whenever the fuck you want, and it's usually less than what you're spending on buying the home. A home around here is like $7,000 to maybe $10,000 mortgage. You can rent the same fucking home, 2-story, 8-bedroom, beautiful, amazing views for like around $3,000. As you get the $3,000 from your rental apartments and you just pay that, boom, and you're making money, boom, and you're living your best life. This is just ways, see when you're in the vibration to it, these ideas just come to you. All right. All I see is dollar signs. I have a vision of abundance, of wealth. All right. Now, quote, follow the path of love and all things are added. For God is love and God is supply. Follow the path of selfishness and greed and the supply vanishes, or man is separated from it. Because God, like we talked about in Thomas Troward's book, God is love and beauty. God wants you to have enough so that you have enough to grow and enjoy life. So you have more life because God is life. God is like a parent, a loving parent, and we are the kids. All its creation are its children. Look at your kids or your pets or your whatever you created. Maybe you have an organization. That is your child. How much love you have that? Think of how much love you have for your creation. That's how much love has for you, okay? And if you don't feel love, then you got to work on yourself, all right? You got to work on yourself. Self-love, Ask yourself, can I love myself? Yes. If you said no, why not? What do I need to believe in order to have this feeling? Oh, because I don't have XYZ. Bullshit. You can just say you love yourself now, okay? Just give your kiss. Mwah. Hug yourself. My dad taught me that one. Hug yourself, because he saw me. I was telling him, man, I can't get a girlfriend and things like that. I was like in a negative vibe. I wouldn't say that now, and because then I would manifest it. And he's like, just hug yourself. Like he was trying to tell me, love yourself, bruh. You gotta love yourself. You gotta give yourself self-validation. Go make yourself feel good. Go on a run. Go do some gratitude. But he just said, like, hug yourself, which is not wrong. Oh yeah, hoarding. So she gives an example of hoarding, but I'm gonna give one more story. Like, the simple story there is that this woman was hoarding and she didn't use the things that she bought. So she was going against the law of use. You buy something, use it, and her arm stopped working. Okay. Here's a quote that she says. I don't understand it. If you know it, comment below. She says, quote, love seems almost a lost art, but the man with the knowledge of spiritual law, that's us, knows it must be regained, for without it, he has become as sounding brass and tinkling cymbals, end quote. As sounding brass, maybe just cold, maybe? He has become, quote, as sounding brass and tinkling cymbals. Yeah, without love, okay, I guess we become like non-living, I guess, maybe like non-living, kind of like a inanimate object, you know what I mean, something that's not moving, everything is living because everything has energy, everything is vibrating, and so it's moving, it's not dead, there's a certain life to everything. But I think she means like just kind of like cold, being cold, being immobile. But if you understand, let me know, comment below. Yeah, so sending love to a situation and to a person is always going to get you out of that situation, okay? Yeah. So here's two stories that she shares, but I'm gonna share one. It's about a woman and her employer. Okay, she says, my employer doesn't want me to have my position, so I don't know why. She's just in a negative mind. If the employer didn't want you in your position, you would have been fucking gone. They're the employer, they're the manager or whatever. So she's just in a negative mindset. And so she said, salute the divinity in the woman and send her love. She said, I can't. She's a marble woman. And then Florence is so fucking good. She said, like, marble is allowed. You can shape marble. That's why the sculptor loves marble, because it can shape. He or she can shape the marble. Okay. And so she ends up doing that, and they end up becoming friends. They go in a car together and go have lunch. She invites her to lunch, and then she becomes all right. But I want to share this story, the last story. It's a fucking great story because her son died, right? Her son died. A woman's son died, and she said that she wanted you to be happy and joyous. And yeah. Oh, so her daughter. She was mourning for her daughter, right? And then Florence made this quote. She said, I deny all belief and separation and affirm that God was the woman's joy, love, and peace. So she treated for her. So she would say it like kind of like, this is how you can impress other people's minds, through manipulation, if it's not through their desire. And kind of like specific person, you don't know if they want you to, That's why you could desire them and ask for them, but then clear it by saying, if it is a divine selection. If not, let me find its equivalent, okay? And you should be okay whether you get that person or not. You should be okay. You should be okay. You should be selfless love, not selfish. selfless. You love without getting in return. Okay? You just love. You just love. You're just pouring out. And it must come back, you know? Because if it's just in this hoarding, it's so tight. You just me, that person, you know? Sorry, Papa. Even my cats were like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, so she treated the woman, you know, she treated the woman in her own time. So Florence just did the affirmation for her, and the woman's son called her and said, "Hey, you got to stop it because I'm really, really happy in it. I don't want people to see me too happy. Just stop it. I'm happy already, because you know, like it was unrespectable." And I understand. I think it's because you know her daughter just died, and she didn't want people to be like, "Oh, what the heck? Why are you so happy?" You know, like your daughter just died, but you know, she was happy, and that's all that mattered. You know, she was happy. But Florence's words were very powerful. So have an understanding of love and God. The God is love, and God provides you with everything. So allow God to take care of everything. That's a good way to allow beautiful things to come into your life. So I'm going to share this quote. Happy is the mother who can say sincerely that she puts her child in God's hands and knows therefore that he is divinely protected. Okay. You could do that for yourself. Happy is the person who can say sincerely that he or she is in God's hands and knows therefore that he or she is divinely protected and provided for. I created that one for you. All right, so just relax. Let's do a little visualization practice. Think of the thing that you desire. And now that you know this, you know that God is protecting you, you know that God provides you with everything. With that understanding, with that belief and that faith. Because faith is the bridge. Faith is the bridge to your manifestation. See yourself with it. Whew. All right. How do you feel now that you have it? Take a deep breath. Keep picturing it, or picture it again if you let it go. Now run the next thing that you want. How do you feel now that you have that? Take a deep breath again. Run it again. Now another thing. What's another thing that you want? Picture it. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. Now slightly open your eyes. Move your hands. Stay relaxed. Make sure your jaw, your arms, your legs are relaxing. Just stay in the feeling. Stay in that feeling. Now, remember to have faith that God is with you, God protects you, or the universal mind, you know, the creator, the universe is with you, protects you, and provides you with your infinite supply. I hope you like this one. If you feel like liking, like. If you feel like commenting, comment below. If you feel like subscribing, subscribe. And if someone came to mind, share it with them. I love you. Until next time. Peace.